Record books had a great showing. Just kind of your thoughts.
You know, it's a perfect way to get the season started. Just she's a local product of Eureka High School. Kind of neat to have that grassroots here locally in Humboldt County. And she's a redshirt junior. She's got 2 full years in front of her, including this year, and it just really kind of set the tone for the entire season. Not the entire season, for the beginning of the season, I should say. And what's kind of neat about Marissa, and I was thinking about this, is that, you know, there's 7 events in the heptathlon, and she's good at just about all of them. You know, she can use a little bit of work on her jab, which she'll get over time. Me being the distance coach, hey, we can improve her 800-meter time. But what's kind of neat about the multis, when you include Marissa McKay, and you got Tegan Eilers, and Kate Earl from last year who got the school record, it just kind of shows you and emphasizes how good the coaches on the staff are doing. I mean, she's got a jumps coach, Christina Bindell. Leon Chalmers is, you know, helping her with the long jump. Sarah Ingram's helping her with the hurdles and the 200. I've got my 2 cents with the 800, and you have BJ Wilcom helping her with the throws, with the shot and the javelin. So it's, you piece all this together, and there you go. And it's, I couldn't be prouder of my staff. They've really taken her from here to here in a short amount of time, and with that 4,712 points, she needs about maybe 200 plus points to really get into the position where she can go to nationals. She's hit the Pro Bowl mark to go to nationals, but I'm going to say just to get some insurance, she's going to have to get closer to 5,000, kind of with what Kate Earl did last year. But great start. You know, you couldn't ask more of it, and she's got a lot of upside too. So it's kind of neat to see her follow in Kate Earl's steps, so to speak, and just makes Humboldt State proud. And I'm just, you know, I'm lucky to be here. I'm really lucky to be here, sitting in front of the camera as a head coach with that kind of, you know, product behind us. So she's doing great.
And she talked about the redshirt year being really vital to her success last week. What have you seen in that sense of kind of her strength and things that she's developed that she could be successful?
Well, she's gotten stronger. She's gotten leaner, in respect, and I mean that in a good way. She's a multi-event person, and she's fit. She's really fit. But beyond that is that her technique on all the throws and her jumps and her hurdles have gotten better. It's gotten one more year to get mature, and to really fine-tune those technicalities that you have to do in track and field. It's more than just running. There's a lot more to it. And obviously when you're a multi-eventer with 7 or 10 events, doing the decathlon as a male and a heptathlete as a female, you know, you got to know your stuff, and she's taken that extra year to really fine-tune it and get better at all those items, or all those aspects of track and field. So, you know, people don't always see what's behind the curtain, what's really going on with practices, but when it comes to performances, you know, that's when you really show what you've done, and she's worked at all the details to get herself better. And, you know, having Kate Earl there last year, it's a good mentor. You know, she too helps set the tone too for the people that are younger than her. So Marissa's off to a great start for her junior and senior year, so we'll just keep things going. Just stay out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, let her do her thing.
And I should ask this, but sometimes I don't come to the questions fast enough, but what's the difference between a multi-event athlete compared to someone who's just running a sprint or just doing sprints or something like that?
Yeah, generally in track and field, you have 23 different events. You have a few distance races, you have a few hurdle races, you have long sprints, short sprints, jumps, hurdles, as I mentioned, pole vault, throws. So what a multi-event person is they're competing in the heptathlon, for instance, in Marissa's case, in 7 different events, and she's getting scored for each one of them relative to her marks. And then you combine all those, and there's your score, 7,000, or excuse, I shouldn't say that's a male, but a female would be, you know, for Marissa, 4,712 points collectively between the 7 events. Just a track and field athlete, which is still hard to do, but you might be specified as a middle distance runner who basically is specifying the 800, 1,500 meters. Or you might be a thrower who's good at the shot put and the discus, and you might even throw the hammer a little bit too. So that's the difference, is that you have these specified groups relative to how good they are, and Marissa's good at all of them. in respect to her 7 events, she's a multi-eventer that can do very good at 7 different events. So that's where she's at.
So she set the tone. Now the rest of the team, you'd like them to follow suit. Your first meet this weekend. What are the kind of expectations from your team heading into Turlock?
Well, the coaches and I have some good expectations. We want to do very well. CSU Stanislaus has a very good facility. It's supposed to be raining, which in general it's works towards our advantage, but not so for this. As I want the individuals to get some good marks, and it'd be nice if the rain went away for that few hours that we'll be competing. But as I told the team, I want them to be really well prepared for this meet, because you can use these marks that you set here early on the season to get yourself into bigger meets down the road. So if you want to get into Stanford Invite, or if you want to be invited up to University of Oregon, you have to show what you have early. So that's what we want to do. We want to come out and just do very well, despite whatever event we're doing. So we'll see how the rain does. We'll kind of keep an eye on things throughout the week, but there'll be some really good competition there. And we're not really so much worried about places at this point, but relative to the marks and getting personal records and getting some of these people maybe qualify for the national championships early in the season. Starting off with like I say, a provisional mark would be a great start for the NCAAs and getting the season going. But Stanislaus has a really good facility. They hosted national championships for the NCAA back in 2011. Great track, great throws, great jumps. They got great facilities all the way around, so we're going to utilize that. Throw well, jump well, and run fast and get home.